Hello and welcome to tutorial 1, and first step I'm going to teach everybody how to install Linux in their Windows machine so they don't have to commit to anything, partitioning or installing on their hardware. Anybody with Windows can just install Linux right in it, and since everybody's kind of interested in the security, I decided to use Kali Linux since that's pretty much the most common security distribution of Linux. And it's already ready for us in a virtual machine. And so before we begin, let's take a look at these 3 files that you'll need to follow along. First, you'll need the VMware Workstation program. It's going to need a serial number, so get that however you need to do it. Go to the website and buy the program or whatnot. And then next is Kali Linux image that's free from Kali. From Offensive Security. They actually prepared the Kali image. And then there's 7-zip, which is going to be used to extract that Kali image, which is C in 7Z format. Alright, so hopefully you already have these, but let's go take a look and see that the links still work here. So first you'll download Workstation. About 490 megs. It'll take a little bit of time. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this because I already have it downloaded. The next thing you're going to need here is the Kali image itself. This is actually the largest of all the downloads, so this will take you a while to download depending on your connection. Looks like it's 2.5 gigs. So 7-zip format, 2.5 gigs. It'll actually expand to be a bit larger, but take you a while to download. Looks like it would be an hour on my connection. Alright, so you'll have that file, and finally go ahead and download 7-zip, the utility for extracting it. And that one's really fast. So now what you'll need to do is install all these and extract that file. Everything should be downloaded. Go to your downloads directory and go ahead and install VMware Workstation. And VMware Workstation, as you see, is just a program that runs in Windows. It also runs in Linux, and there's Fusion for Mac. You can go ahead and leave everything typical and default. And it will ask you for a serial number. Probably won't ask me for one because I've already installed this before. Alright, so VMware, once you install this, you can actually have any operating system running inside Windows pretty much. You can run any of the many distributions of Linux. You can run even another Windows inside of Windows. You can run Windows 95 or Windows 98 or XP or whatever you'd want to try for testing purposes. So VMware is great because you can have a whole lot of different operating systems running, and they work great for penetration testing or security, or even virus experts use it to watch how viruses propagate between different VMs. Alright, while that's installing, I'll go ahead and also run the 7-zip installation. And what you will need to do is open up 7-zip, navigate to your downloads directory, and you'll see your Kali image here, and then go ahead and click on extract. You can choose where you want to put this. I chose to put it in my desktop, And you might actually throw this on a USB stick that you can carry around, and you can run it anytime you want on a Linux machine, or if you come up to somebody, any machine they want, just download, if as long as they have Workstation, you can, or Fusion, you can run your Linux machine on anybody else's computer, and it won't affect their computer, and you can take it with you when you go because it will all be on your USB stick. So let's say I choose desktop, hit OK, and extract. It will take you a while since it's a large image, but I've already done it just for the demo purposes. So once you have all this done, you can close everything. See, Workstation has finished installing, and it looks like we're pretty much ready to go. So let's go ahead and open up Workstation. Should be in your start menu here under VMware. Should also be on your desktop, as you might have seen. Let's open Workstation. And instead of creating a machine, we're actually going to open a virtual machine. And when we open, we're going to go to the desktop where we extracted Kali Linux. It has created its own little folder here. And inside, you can only see one inside this Workstation window because it's looking for the main file. The only image or file that you see in here, go ahead and open that up. Alright, and so you see this little Kali image here, this virtual machine that you have here is going to have 2 gigs of memory of its own. It's going to have one processor, 25 gigs hard drive, and a little CD-ROM. All this is all virtual, so it's as if there's a little mini computer inside your computer now. So now that we have Kali Linux already created, let's go ahead and power it on. When it gives you this message, it said, did I move it or did I copy it? Go ahead and say I copied it. This is going to only happen on the first time because of the fact that you got a copy of this virtual machine by downloading it. So now, so you can see inside my Windows, I'm running Kali. I'm going to go and start booting this. And if your mouse cursor gets stuck inside this virtual machine anyway, because you share the mouse, of course, if you click inside there, just go ahead and click Control and Command in Mac, or Control and Alt, I think it is in Windows, to release your mouse out of here. So if I click in here, see my mouse is gone, can't do anything. Hit Control Alt or Control Command on Mac, and my mouse is back. So you can see Kali Linux is still booting here. It's coming up to the main menu. And for the username, when you log in for the first time, you're going to use root, R-O-O-T. And for the password, it's Tor, T-O-O-R. And this will bring you into Kali Linux. Alright, so see a little mini Kali in here. And you can actually expand this to full screen. Full screen looks like Control, Alt, and Enter. You might want to remember that because you might get stuck in full screen. So Control, Alt, and Enter will bring you in and out of this full screen mode. So I will just expand this for now. But if you are on your home computer, you can expand that to full screen and it feels just like you're inside the Linux box. For now, we'll use a little mini window. So this is Welcome to Linux, basically for your first time. This is Linux. You can go into applications. This would be like your start menu. And you can see all of the things that are built into Kali Linux. Most of these things are security tools. There's just hundreds and hundreds of tools for network security. I guess there is normal stuff as if there's Office, if you need Office in here. You have VLC player for that. So there is some normal things you might use in a Windows machine. Internet here, you'll see that there's Iceweasel, just like Firefox. And alright, so that's Kali Linux. Now you're inside there. Now you know how to run Kali Linux, and click this little button up here, Terminal, and you got your command line. Alright, and now you can easily switch between Kali Linux and Windows. I still have my Windows machine here, and now I have Kali. I could even install more depending on how much RAM you have. You can install a Windows machine here, another version of Linux. You can be attacking each of the servers from, use Linux to attack another server. That way you can practice your skills and pretty much anything you want with VMware. So this is a nice thing to do. And if you have any problems, I guess leave some comments in the video and I'll let you know exactly what to do. When you're done with this, you can easily come up here to the VM and you can power off or shut down the guest. So I will say shut down guest. It's always nicer to shut it down rather than to simply pull the plug and power it off. There, my VM is shutting down, and nice and quick. Anytime you want to just quickly run into Kali again, so I have nothing open, I'm running Windows, double click workstation, click on Kali, click on power on this virtual machine, and you can see boots right up. It'll probably go even quicker for you because I'm running inside of a virtual machine on a laptop. Alright, booted. So probably takes under a minute. I didn't time it, but definitely did not take long. I guess one thing I want to show you before I end this video is I do want to show you how to change the password so that way you do not have a default password that anybody can just get into. This should be safe since it's on a virtual machine, but just in case. PASSWD password. Now you put in a new password, type it a second time, done. I guess you learned your first Unix command, passwd password. Simple as that. And look, I'm already online. It uses the internet connection from the Windows machine that you're on.